Guys, check out your stuff. I was just extruding an edge and so forth to see what was your problem. First of all, extruding an edge. Well, we do it only for the face mainly, or for some special type of clothing. You want to be very careful. It gets you a non-manifold object really quickly. All right. Now, your problem might be coming from not having the proper option turned on your stuff. That might be the reason. So I have that edge selected. All right, double click on that, right click, say edge, I select one on the edge, double click on it, goes all around, which is a good sign. That means nothing is broken. If it doesn't go all the way around, that means and stops somewhere. At that place where it stops, most likely you have two vertices that hasn't been welded properly, or you have a non-manifold object. Okay, so now I've got that right here. I go to my mesh tool, sorry, my edit mesh. All right, and they have new stuff now. They have the extrude for the face and extrude for the edges now also. It's new. Okay, now in the options right here, you have certain option if you want to offset or something like that. Make sure everything has been resetted. All right, so you have no special thickness or whatever. Okay, now after that, extrude. Okay, now if it goes, when you click it up and it goes weird like that, it's because it's following the shape kind of the vector, basically the normal vector. Now to stop that from happening, click the little blue button here. You change coordinate system basically, and now you'll go nice and straight. That's number one. Okay, now also it's important to understand that if you done your extrude, if you go down right here, you will see the option of your extrude right there. See poly extrude on the input. If you go down to it, there's an option that is very important. Sometimes by default it's been turned off, and that's a major problem. It's called keep faces together. If you turn it off like that, when I grab my faces, actually for that one it will be good for the next one, sorry, let me extrude again. There you go, that's what happened. They get all separated. Okay, so it's very important, and those ones are probably separated actually, but they just stay straight because they were on the other axis of coordinate. You see they are actually they are attached. Those one. Oh, it was right here. I need to tell. No, you see they're separated. Like I told you, they just look like they were not because of the coordinate system. So it's very important you make sure that you scroll down at the beginning, and it might be by default on yours. It does happen. I had it happen to for a couple of times actually. And you turn it on, which is 1 also. All right, that turns it on. Okay, make sure all those things are, there's nothing in the twist, taper, offset, or thickness. All those things are not, you know. That's pretty much it for that. Now for the head, let's look at it by itself. Now the modeling is not bad at all actually, but I think it is just a you have a non-manifold object. All right, I can see it right here. There is a problem, so some type of reason that object is non-manifold somewhere. Okay, maybe you done half and duplicated and it didn't work out very well. That's hard to say. Okay, first thing first, you want to clean up your object. So you'll go to the edit mesh, and sorry, you'll go to the mesh and you'll go to the cleanup right here. In the cleanup, select for all those options right here. Okay, but mainly non-manifold geometry. That's the one you want to. Okay, and then you apply it, and as you can see, everything that's been selected was non-manifold, so there was some problem for the non-manifold itself. All right, so now we haven't solved our problem, but because I think there'll be more problem. But the first, let's look if we can unwrap it spherically. Righty, and yes, we can. So it did okay spherically, but the thing is, I think your shader has a problem. So let me go back to your object mode and give a new shader. I think it's the shader. Let me take a Fong, and then on that Fong I'm gonna obviously put the checker. Alright, Okay, which as you can see looks much better already. Beside that part right here, which tells me we have a problem with that with that face right here, that part of town. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just really doesn't work out very well. Okay, but it did unwrap, and we'll look at after if we try to fix it. It did unwrap with the spherical one. All right, and the only problem is those little boogers right here. And there, it happens quite often. It's not that bad at all. Just grab it, frankly, figure out where it is, and put it back. Alright, like that, and you should be alright. And yeah, that's the one, that one right here that was lost. So, you know, you try to adjust it. There you go, that should work for now. Okay, so, and that's not a bad unwrap actually. If you look at it right here, I mean, select the whole thing. It is a pretty good unwrap. It will work out pretty well. One of my lecturers explained how to work it out like that. So you should be on your way to do that. Alright, right here you could do it like this way and just put your painting on it after that. Alright, it'll stretch a little bit right here, but it's not a big deal. Alright, it will not be a big deal, I can assure you of that. Now the big deal is you need to close your eyes and your mouth and stuff like that. Alright, well, you got the ears. So for the mouth and stuff like that, you're just gonna you just select an edge inside. I'll do it for the eyes. It'll be easier and faster. Because now you have a triangulation. Oops, sorry, the wrong one. Let's see. Right here. Now I'm going to extrude an edge. So it's big. It becomes dangerous when you do that. Right here. Now I want to make sure I'm going to use that axis. Alright, because I can bring it back like that. You can see it works okay. Alright, and then I'm just gonna for that one, just gonna fill the hole right here. Alright, so I don't have much problems. So check out your stuff. Alright, that should work. Now let's try to cut it to see if we can unwrap it by cutting it, and I'm gonna do it very easily to see if it works the easiest possible. See, you should have one in the middle straight up like that. You don't really have one in the middle, but we'll try to anyway. Right here, right here. We'll still try to get, which one did I take? The beginning. All right. So what? Right here. Okay, that would be that. Actually, I need to redo my object mode because I'm going to do a planar, a projection from the. Let's say I'll do the Z. Planar. We go to Z. Apply. So it's from the front. Okay, let me redo my selection now. And 2. Okay, now we go to UV texture editor right here. Right there. Cut it, and let's see what we got. Yeah, it doesn't want to unfold. That means you have more problem than that. You have two choices. You have to redo it, or let me show you a trickery, because I faced that a couple of times, and when you don't have time, you don't have time. So what you'll do is that you're gonna go to modify, convert, and you're gonna convert it to, for example, polygon to subdivision. Where's my poly to subdivision? Hold on. Polygon. Hold on a second. Yeah, sorry. So convert, you got the polygon to subdivision right here. Maximum basement, okay, that's fine. You should be good. Maximum edge per vertex. Now not 32. Let's see, 16, 18. 16 will be well, actually. and let's apply that. Alright, and so actually too much already. Okay, let me do not enough. Right here. Okay, so if you convert it, you have that weird mesh. Alright. After that, you have to convert it again. So you go subdivision to polygon now, and you're gonna go adaptive division per face 1. You could actually have the poly count itself and give it the maximum, or let's say 1,000 or close to it. Alright, it will give you very often a very weird mesh, and that's the main problem. Alright, but most likely it will fix the problem. The problem comes from right here, I think. Alright, and then after that you should be able to cut an edge like right here. Right there. Ah, not the one. And you cut that. Can we cut at least one argument? Okay, that doesn't work. Second, because it wasn't selected. Oh, no. Let me make sure I have a good planner on it. There you go. Because I'm telling that still that mode. Sorry. Let me redo the UVs. Right. Now we can. I'm sure I'll have an edge. That's a dirty trick I'm showing you, but sometimes you don't have much time and you don't want to redo everything, so you find workaround. See? And now I will unwrap. Alright. Now my eye doesn't like it when it's real small for this that unfolding, so yep, it's not like that though. You make it really big. And then you go back to your unfolding, and just like magic, it unfolds. Alright. There you go. There you go. Alright. So you catch the drift and then you scale it down basically. And you can see it starts to regain pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, there's some change in size at places, but that can be playable now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just your mesh was non-manifold. That's pretty much it. Okay? So work it out like that. Don't worry, your modeling was pretty good actually. You just got unlucky. One of the options you touched made, you know, get you on manifold basically. So we'll talk about it more in September. We'll have to redo some of the mesh anyway in the animation class, the first week or two, the first week only. We'll redo the mesh, we'll look at the mesh, and I'll troubleshoot again, okay? So you don't lose too much points you lose for the unwrapping, because you could still unwrap it. It would unwrap with the spherical one, which was in the lecture, so you could still unwrap it properly. So you lose a couple points for that, but it's not gonna affect your grade that much, okay, Reece? Don't worry about that. Your modeling is not bad at all. You're getting there. it looks much better. Okay, you still have that seam right here, so make sure you clean that up, big time. All right, that's very important. You see, it's gone that I'm softening the edges. All right, but you have some color issue appearing at some of the places, but that's not a big deal. All right, you can fix that up too. Okay, take it easy. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any problem. Now it's time to painting. Okay, take it easy.